Your girl Ray Ray coming to you with another video, uploading it soon to YouTube, Facebook, and right now I'm going to talk about a subject that a lot of people are uncomfortable with sharing. Tommy Sotomayor, he shares about it all the time, and it's not only him, but it's a few other YouTubers that are also sharing about the same subject. But I'm going to get right to it. This is 914 for today. And before I begin this video, I want to give a complete shout out to all my people that still live in New York. And one of the things I want to talk about today with you guys is, are black women the worst stewards of children? And the only thing I have to say about that is some of our sisters are. They really are the worst stewards of children. And I'm going to give you a perfect example. And I'm not going to use anyone else. I'm going to use myself. As you all know, my real name is Arabia. Okay. And yesterday I did 2 videos concerning Cynthia G. And I talked about pro-blacks, so-called. And I also talked about the policies that YouTube has concerning hate speech. Now I'm going to do this video and, let's see where it goes. I was born in 1973 to a woman that claims that she was a member of the Nation of Islam. She joined in 1968. She left in 1974. And during the time that I lived with her as a young child, she said she was a part of the Nation of Islam, but she was out there selling drugs and she was going to people's stores, boosting right along with my father. Anyway, she had 2 children, myself and a brother. And when I became 18 months old, I went into the foster care system. Now, foster care just don't take children just to be taking them. And according to her story is, they took us because we had special names. You see how some of our sisters get down? But I'm a reveal the real reason why we went into foster care and later on we got adopted. She was physically abusing us, and she was neglecting us. Okay, when I went into foster care, I was in real bad shape. I was suffering from malnutrition, and I had bruises and welts on my body. One of my older sisters, she was also abused. One of her legs ended up getting broke. She was 13 months old when that happened. But anyway, I went into foster care, got adopted. I grew up in Westchester County, New York. And what ended up happening later on, I ended up going to Job Corps. Then I went to prison. I got out of prison in 2001. I was sentenced to 8 years. I did 6 years and 7 months. Within that time I was in prison, I did 3 years and 9 months on their lockup unit, which is called the SHU. Okay, during that time I was in prison, I learned how to sew. I learned how to crochet. I learned how to needlepoint. I learned how to read better on a higher level. I learned how to compose handwritten letters correctly, and so forth and so on. And I was released in 2001. I didn't have any more contact with the police. No police, no judges, no lawyers, no courts until 2016. Okay, went to the county jail, got out, went back to the county jail. But I'm just putting this out there because it needs to be put out there on how some of the sisters are not good parents. Mine in particular, she did not plan our birth. She did not marry my father. She was out there in the streets. And come to find out, the reason why she was doing the things that she was doing is because when she was growing up, she basically had to raise herself. Her mother left her. So her mother abandoned her. My mother abandoned her children. And well, I'm talking about my biological mother. So she has 13 grandchildren. Now, some people would use common sense or have empathy or sympathy for their children, or grandchildren, try to get to know them. She has 13 grandchildren and does not try to get to know anyone. So basically I'm putting it out there about how some of the sisters are really, really tearing up the community with their actions, their behaviors, their thinking patterns, stuff like that. So it's not a lie what Tommy is talking about. When he talks about them in the way that he talks about them, he's not attacking them. He's just saying what he sees, what his experience was, and what the problem is, and how we need to fix it. So basically, that's all this video is about. And before I close out, I want to give a complete shout out to all my people that still live in New York. Let's start with the 914 first. Yonkers, New Rochelle, Mount Vernon, White Plains, Peekskill, Portchester, Tarrytown, Hartsdale, Bronxville, Sleepy Hollow, and let's not forget the 5 boroughs. Yeah, this is your girl Ray Ray giving you the 914 for today. The 914 for today is: are some black women the worst stewards of children? You and I know what the real answer is to that. You know that some of them are. So let's be honest and let's stop the bullshit about attacking one person for what he's saying. They're calling it hate speech on YouTube. It's not hate speech. Some people are taking it like that because he's bringing out the truth about what's happening, and people don't want the truth to be out there. They don't want it out there. They don't want people to know. They got this thing in the black community: you're supposed to respect your mother, regardless of what she does, whether she's a dirtbag or not. And my response to that is no, you don't. So that's 914 for today. And that's it. That's all I got. One, peace.